Matt Baracco goes up against John Mullen for Syracuse. And let's see who wins the opening faceoff. Baracco, he tracks it down. And Harvard winning the opening faceoff here today inside the Dome. We've got one more game after this tonight, Cornell and Albany, to cap off our weekend here in the first round.
That faceoff win.
Baracco and Mullen.
48 seconds into the contest. Same two at the X, and this time it's Mullen who wins it. Mullen trying to tie it, sails it over the top, and it's going to be backed up by the orange here.
Yeah, Mullen, terrific face-off man, but he also has a good offensive stick. He's crafty. He can get to the...
Nothing there. Shot clock's inside at 20. Luke Roa now. Back to Leo. Open this time, and a kick saved by Graham Stevens. How about that for Harvard in cage?
That was gorgeous. Michael Leo, time, space, that delivery to the far post. And take a look at Stevens, the identity of the Ivy League here in 2025. It's high scoring, and defense oftentimes can be absent. So Harvard is very comfortable going up into those 15, 16, 17 goal games. Syracuse is as well, and I just thought Syracuse being at home, losing the first meeting, that they would come out and have a little bit more success.
He fires and scores, and it's 3-0 Crimson.
We mentioned Harvard sweating it out on Selection Sunday. Jerry Byrne told us this week, the logical side of your brain said, of course we're going to get in. We had all the metrics over Army, but the emotional side said we might be in not unfamiliar territory. And let's not forget, Harvard fell behind in that game 5-0.
5-0.
And then were able to come back. So there's no unknown jitters for the Crimson coming around, because you got to get used to the noise. You have to get used to the surroundings. And look, you're playing indoors, so it's a little bit of a different dynamic.
And now they're going to have to try to play from ahead here, which is obviously a better position to be in as King goes down.
They've come out hungry, and they're executing at a high level.
It was the defender Martin Nelson that picked up that ground ball. They got it back for his team here now as it goes over to King, working behind the net. Figueres trying to shut him down. That's stifling defense by Riley Figueres. Great job there. Syracuse going the other direction.
They're long. You can see the length right there. Great turn on the defense, and then the take of
the shoot.
Look confused. They look confused. It's almost like they don't know where they want to attack from.
Now time is running down. And ball is to the middle, and almost a behind the back shot there by King. The ball is loose, and it's going to be Syracuse possession here.
King throws his body around. He dove on that one. Looked like he tried almost behind the back.
Teddy Malone, Sam King, and John Arndt have all scored here for Harvard.
Always been a great time and room shooter. What he has done this year to elevate his game on the run, right or left, he has got incredible velocity, tremendous accuracy. You cannot mess around when 8 is on the run with the ball like that.
Well, you just saw it. 23 goals now in the season for him. Syracuse has it back here with Hiltz. Working around behind the net.
Pools in that regard was the iron on the 6x6.
Leading goal scorer on this team. 43 goals coming in for number 4 for Harvard. Bouncer on the way. That's no good there by Gaffney. And it'll be Sam King to restart with 1:34 to go in the first quarter. And Jerry Burns' Harvard team up 3-1.
You can see number 19 in white, Wyatt Hoddle, playing short stick D midfield.
Going to expire. Had to do something, but what a job by Harvard here to start off this first quarter.
Great start for the Crimson. Terrific out of the gate, and they have shown that they've come to play.
Malone, King, Arndt with 3 goals. Luke Roa's got 1 for Syracuse. We're Harvard. And working around here to the opposite side now for Teddy Malone. Malone off the pick. Malone with some space, trying to dump it down low, and that's going to go out, and that was a pass. It's going to be Syracuse possession.
I think Malone was a little too unselfish.
We're going to talk about it here.
Officials get together to confer. They determined that it didn't. I heard the nick of the pipe, but I don't know if that was McCool banging into it.
Well, coming around here with a shot that time is Sam King.
He is so fast on the restart off the end line. You have got to be whistled
off Mullen. He gathers it. It's now 5-2 in favor of the Orange at the faceoff, but they trail it by 3.
The face-off wins are being negated by good Harvard defense, good goaltending, and that ride. That ride right now is terrorizing Syracuse.
3 saves so far by Graham Stevens in goal for Harvard, 1 for Jimmy McCoy.
Thing of beauty from John Arndt and Syracuse. That's the one. Talking to Gary Gate this week, he goes, that's the one that we felt like we really got away from us, and we are so glad to have a second chance to try to right that wrong.
Well, and you said it. So 5-0, Syracuse was up, they lost. Now it's kind of a reversal here. 22 Spallina for Syracuse. Works it behind the net here, guarded by Jack Peterson of Harvard. Spallina. Slide comes in, the pass to Hill to the shot, the save made by Stevens.
That was great offense. If I'm Harvard, I'm not sliding to 20.
3 flags thrown on this play here, on this sequence.
I think there are 3 different penalties. There are 4 white jerseys out there to play defense. So that rings off the pipe.
That was
Ip
from
gets
Malone.
it. And watch Ip, he gets brained right there. That's your first flag. So they're not going to ask for the remaining 35 seconds of the Kaczynski non-releasable.
The leading scorer for Harvard knocks it through for his 44th of the season. Tonight we'll have the final 2 episodes of Full Court Press Season 2 at 9 and 10 Eastern on ESPN2 and ESPN+. Don't miss it. 4-part docuseries.
Really relaying to his face-off man, Matt Baracco.
So it's going to be 5-on-5 here for a little bit. That's 2 minutes now, the penalty on Baracco. Still got 1:26 left on the penalty for number 26, Chuck Kaczynski.
I apologize. Okay, so they gave him 2 minutes. I thought it was a 1 minute. That's my bad.
No, that's okay.
Sam English tries to swim his way inside of the Crimson zone. He wanted to hold, but you initiated the contact. The great run out by Sean Jordan. And Jerry Byrne was right next to the official. He was going to call a timeout, but then he sees Syracuse. Why are you sliding to the pole? 1, 2 guys leave the most dangerous in to the 2025 NCAA tournament.
The 10 wins they have right now this season are the most they've had since 2014. They've already beaten this team here in this environment earlier this year. And then they lose it, and that was Dearth that had it for the moment, number 10. It's still loose. And a push on the Crimson, and it's Syracuse ball.
I just feel like this Harvard defense has the Syracuse offense.
It's going to be Harvard ball. Here's Andrew Perry for Harvard as they do their substitutions. Back over to Cortez. Cortez gets a step here. As we near 8 teams to the quarterfinals, already have 6 of them. Who's going to join them from this one here tonight? We'll find out.
Yeah, and Cornell-Albany, an interesting matchup. I can still remember that quarterfinal game from 2007 when you had Max Sebald leading the way for Cornell. Brett Queener, the goaltender for Albany. They have a playoff history.
Good call.
Good defensive stand by Syracuse. But with just over 2:20 left to go here in the second quarter, Harvard up by 6. Mike, I don't think this was on anyone's bingo card.
No.
Coming into today's action.
Not this score anyway, right?
No.
Because anything can happen. I was thinking the same thing with like the Notre Dame-Ohio State game. I'm not surprised Notre Dame won. I'm surprised by the score. 15. Well, these teams have met before.
Luke Roa. Looks like they're going to use him as the party starter. But will he finish with it?
Number 8. Picks it up. It's up top now for Leo. Michael Leo. And that's how the half ends. Harvard scored the first 3 goals of the game. Syracuse came back with 1, then 4 more in a row for Harvard. And mentioned Spallina earlier in that first half, number 22, and he's got 2 shots, and that's it. You said, Steve.
Huge save for Syracuse.
Carter Rice brings it over for the Orange here, and offsides is the call.
Mental mistake. And you can see the bench for Syracuse, as excited as they were for that McCool save, you can see their shoulders just sag with another mental error.
Our friend and colleague. In the middle, Cortez takes a huge shot. Ball is loose, and here comes the penalty call.
Offside, 30 seconds.
Mark, the combination of the saves by Stevens and the shots off the post today, it'd be much different than a 6-goal game right now. That's off the stick of Sam English. He does recover it, though. And his pass, not enough on it to Roa, and that is going to be taken away by Harvard. Look at it.
Yeah, and if you're Harvard, this is now time to dig in and get a stop, because the Orange are now going downhill on you a little bit with some confidence, and they've got the crowd back in the game.
This is what you were worried about coming in.
Just punish the upper 90, and there's the emotion. Sam King realizes how big that goal is for his team.
Yeah, you said it. Sam King time, and he helping the cause, making a great play to Spidell. 45th of the season. 2 today. That just kind of takes a little bit of the energy down here, right? Spidell again! And he got the feed from John Arndt. And Harvard responds once again.
An impact on this game. And Syracuse, it doesn't matter if you've got a short stick, a long stick, a pool cue, you're going to get the ball if you are open. And Kaczynski, trailing the play, catches it, the worm burner with the 70 inches of titanium.
How about 2 defensemen scoring their first goals of the season here in this 1-goal game?
Trey Deer, the sophomore, out of the Mohawk territory, Native American heritage, making a difference in this game. The extra man specialist in that lower left position. I love that feed. And they have got to find a way to stem the tide.
5 goals in 1 minute and 39 seconds. That's how fast it could happen, and they win another face-off. John Mullins got it. That is now 22 as a team. He's got 21 of the 22 wins to his credit. And it's back into the stick of Rock over 100 years, and Harvard is trying to do that here today, and now they find themselves in a tie game, a game they once led by 6 goals. Syracuse has yet to lead. McCarthy, and his pass is overthrown. Turnover.
I think that this second midfield unit, the behind the back to your lefty, Michael Leo, and he makes no mistake about it. Top shelf, beautiful shot, velocity, placement, you have it.
Does have 1 timeout remaining. Talk to us about each side. Start with Syracuse.
Yes, the ball cycles around, Owen Gaffney gets it, step down, ties the game.
The cause turnover, the 10th of the game for Harvard with 23 seconds to go. It takes them 17 seconds. They score it, and with 6 seconds remaining, we are tied at 12.
All you want to do here is on the extra man. Michael Leo ties things up, but Owen Guest doing his best Ernie Davis impersonation, running through the Syracuse defense to clear it, gets it up to Owen Gaffney. Straight away, worm burner. That is just a beautiful shot.
Well.